Thomas Alva Edison was thrown out of school for being an idiot. But did you know he's the one who gave us 1,000 different inventions? He was a genius. His only problem, he was dyslexic. He could not understand the verbal phonetics and the verbal memories of words. Come with me today. Before you and I forget so many beautiful people, let's remember those dyslexic people who made it to the top and showed us that you just have to have a pure, beautiful mind to be a genius. Come with me on this lovely episode on dyslexia. Now I will take the names of 12 people, 12 famously successful people, and you will tell me one common characteristics that they all possess. Albert Einstein, Thomas Alva Edison, the Wright brothers, Tom Cruise, Winston Churchill, Walt Disney, Agatha Christie, Sylvester Stallone, Eisenhower, John Lennon, Pablo Picasso, Leonardo da Vinci. I'm sure all of us who have heard of these people will say genius or brilliant mind to qualify them. But then, these famous people suffered from a disease called dyslexia. They had problems at school, but this disorder didn't keep them from succeeding in life. Dyslexic people have trouble reading and spelling words, which leads to varying degrees of learning problems despite their normal intelligence. That's why most of the time it's noticed first at school. In rare cases, people can even lose their ability to read. Now let's go back to the names. Albert Einstein. He is one of the greatest minds of the last century. But Albert was known to suffer from dyslexia. He had bad memory. He couldn't memorize simple things, although he could solve the most complicated formulae without any trouble. Thomas Alva Edison. In school, the young Edison was terrible at mathematics, unable to focus, and had difficulty with words and speech. This ended Edison's 3 months of official schooling. He was dyslexic, a problem child, and a mischief maker. The Wright brothers. Orville and Wilbur Wright were the creators of the first flight, who took their first flight in 1903. Both these famous brothers suffered from dyslexia. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was diagnosed with dyslexia at age 7. He struggled to complete his academic studies and found his calling in acting. Winston Churchill. The British Prime Minister was also an accomplished author. Throughout his lifetime, he wrote books and reports, but his most famous are the biographies of his father and great ancestors. In 1953, Churchill won the Nobel Prize in Literature and was honored by President Kennedy and fellow dyslexic in 1963. Walt Disney, American film producer, director, screenwriter, voice actor, animator, entrepreneur, and philanthropist, Disney was one of the most influential and innovative figures in the field of entertainment during the 20th century. He suffered from dyslexia. Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie suffered from dyslexia, but it wouldn't stop her from being creative and learning how to write. Her novels have always been some of the most captivating of all times. Sylvester Stallone. Stallone, one of the more popular actors in cinematic history, is also dyslexic. Last year, after the Creed team won big at the NAACP Image Awards, Sylvester Stallone took to Instagram to apologize for a few spelling errors he made in his victory post. Sorry for the misspelling of NAACP and Jordan. Confidentially, besides everything else, I'm slightly dyslexic, Stallone wrote. Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Commander of the Allied Forces in Europe, President of Columbia University, and the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1960, is believed to have had a learning disability. It is believed this was some form of dyslexia. Pablo Picasso, the Spanish-born painter and sculptor, often reinvented himself and art as a whole by founding such movements as the Cubist. He was known to be dyslexic. John Lennon, the Beatles star, was also a major advocate of peace. He suffered from dyslexia, but couldn't stop him from achieving great success both in his solo career and with the Beatles. Leonardo da Vinci was one of the most remarkable inventors, scientists, and writers in history. Born in Italy in 1452, he took on the challenge of math, music, and the canvas in ways never previously thought of before. He would often write notes to himself backwards, as it was thought as a code, but now commonly linked to his dyslexia. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes disabilities teach us how to grow and shine much more than being normal and able. If you like the content of this video, do like and subscribe to my channel Meet Meenamma. Don't forget to click the bell icon for regular updates. Also do comment and interact with Meenamma. I would love your opinions. Meenamma looks forward to meeting you again in the next video and episode. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, have a great life and make a difference. Oi, Meenamma. Oi, 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 Meenamma.